Gamer Gacha. Game on.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Monkey Saito here. And today I'll be playing Donkey Kong Country. Honestly speaking, I hate monkeys and being one is the last thing I want to do. But due to the nature of the game and the characters I'll be controlling, it seems I have no choice but to go along with it. I mean, I will be dressing up as a monkey again in the future depending on the game that has a monkey protagonist in it. So with that being said, I'll have to get used to being a monkey. I mean, if I can stay as a wolf and a lion, then how hard can a monkey be? Just hope I don't start scratching myself or do it in the middle of the gameplay. But either way, let's begin playing the game. Donkey Kong Country, developed in 1994 by Nintendo. Let's begin our game. Alright, Congo Jungle. Jungle hijinks. Here we go. But first, let's go into Donkey Kong's house while releasing Diddy Kong. Okay, jump up here and... Nice house, many bananas, and I got an extra life already. Now, if we go here, you will see that all the bananas have been taken away. I'll tell you the story now, sooner. Alright, while I play, let me tell you about this game. Oh, and I'll be using Diddy Kong the most due to his abilities. So with that being said, let's start. Donkey Kong Country is a side-scrolling platform game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System released in November 1994. It was developed by Rare and published by Nintendo. The game stars Donkey Kong and his sidekick, who is also his niece, Diddy Kong, as the two travel across Donkey Kong Island to recover their banana horse stolen by the Kremlings and their leader, King K. Rool. Oh, I'm controlling Rambi. Rambi the Rhino. Let's go! As I was saying, Donkey Kong Country introduced Donkey Kong's modern design, his supporting cast, and enemies, settings, musical motifs, and the gameplay mechanics that would make recurring appearances in other games starring him, let alone spin-off games of the Super Mario franchise in general. Ah, darn it! Well, I'm not good with rulers to begin with. A year later, the game received a sequel, Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy Kong's Quest, effectively starring the Donkey Kong Country series. Well, that will be played in the future. For now, I'm playing this game. Next is Ropey Rampage. Okay, Donkey Kong Country was a commercial success. Besides receiving a sequel, Donkey Kong Country had manga adaptations in both Kodansha's Super Mario manga and Super Mario Kun, a chapter book adaptation, a 40-episode 3D animated series, a 13-minute long promotional VHS tape titled Donkey Kong Country Exposed, and various merchandise. Donkey Kong Country was noted for using pre-rendered sprites that were converted from 3D CGI models on Silicon Graphics workstation, inspiring future video games to do the same. Yeah, it actually did had a bit of a cartoon actually, in 3D ones. I haven't watched all of it, nor have I started watching it because it took me a long time to figure out that it even had an animated series to begin with. I mean, I started playing Donkey Kong Country, and when I was going to get some information, it was then I realized that Donkey Kong has a 3D animation. Well, after I'm finished playing this game, I'm gonna go watch some Donkey Kong Country animations, 3D animations. Okay, the game was remade for the Game Boy Color in 2000 and was also remade again from the Game Boy Advance in 2003. Both remakes each have added mini games. Oh man, how do you do this again? Yeah, like this. Okay, no, nothing here. Time to go. Well, time to hear some of Cranky's Kong's talks. Hey boy, did you fetch me my paper? What am I, your dog? 32 meg? That would be more than 30 games in my day, and there'd be great games too. Back in my days, we used to have real gameplay. Dude, stop breaking, please don't break the fourth wall. You know what's even worse? When you get to the end and then have to start again. Yeah, that can be worse. You wouldn't know a good game if you were in it. What is this, old wisdom? A single joystick and a single button is all that needed to make good gameplay. Well, I guess in the old ages they used to have those. I wouldn't be seen dead in a game like this one. Oh, come on, buddy, this is good. A leap of faith is all it takes to find Winky and Battle Cannon Canyon. You can roll over Slippa or just squash him with a jump attack. Good advice. I'm getting tired. I gotta take me a nap. Fine, you old Kong. We'll be leaving. Reptile Rumble. Here we go. Okay, as I was saying, what was I saying again? Yeah, the remakes. Both remakes each have added minigames and the ability to save in the overworld. Donkey Kong Country was ported to the Wii's Virtual Console in 2006 and 2007. On November 25, 2012, Donkey Kong Country and its sequels were delisted from the Wii Virtual Console, supposedly because of Microsoft renegotiating licensing agreement with Nintendo before re-releasing it. But on October 30, 2014, the games were relisted in Europe and Australia. Around that time, the games were released on the Wii U's Virtual Console in Europe and Australia, in Japan on November 26, 2014, and in the United States and Canada on February 26, 2015. For handhelds, Donkey Kong Country was ported exclusively to the new Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console in March 2016. It is one of the 21 games included on the Super NES Classic Edition and was made available on Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online for the Nintendo Switch on July 15, 2020. In 1995, a specialized competition variant named Donkey Kong Country Competition Cartridge was manufactured for use in various video game tournaments held throughout 1995. After that, the few existing cartridges were sold in the Nintendo Power subscriber catalog. Yep, it sure has quite the history since Donkey Kong Country made a name for itself. And that's another one done. Time to go to the Coral Capers. This one is underwater. Oh, just to tell you, underwaters don't have hidden rooms, the bonus stages. But it does have hidden areas, so I'll be looking for those. Now let me tell you the story of Donkey Kong Country. During a stormy night on Donkey Kong Island, Donkey Kong orders Diddy to guard his banana hoard for his hero training until midnight. While watching for predators beneath the darkness, Diddy hears noises outside. He nervously asks, Who goes there? An ominous voice tells the other to seal Diddy in a barrel, kick it into the bushes, and steal the bananas. Diddy gets, what happened again to him? Let me try to remember. Oh hey, I got Enguarde. Enguarde the swordfish. He's very good underwater. Okay, Diddy was ambushed by Kremlings, some of which he manages to defeat with his cartwheel attack until being overpowered by Clump. He seals Diddy in a DK barrel and kicks it across the jungle. The Kremlings load the entire banana horde onto their vehicles and carry them through the jungle, dropping behind trails of bananas. The next morning, Donkey Kong wakes up by a loud calling of his name. Realizing that he slept through his watch, Donkey Kong quickly exits his treehouse, only to find Cranky Kong outside. Cranky prompts Donkey Kong to check the banana cave for a big surprise. Inside the cave, Donkey Kong finds that all of his bananas were stolen with only a few discarded peels lying gone. Meanwhile, Donkey Kong is in disbelief over his stolen bananas and rages that the Kremlings stole all of them. Donkey Kong vows to bring payback among the Kremlings and recover his banana hoards. Yeah, as you saw what I was doing in the beginning of the game, I did made him look at his banana hoard, and boy were they all gone. Just gotta get out of here soon. Will you leave me alone, bite size? And now there's Columbo. Croctopus as well. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm out of here. Funky's flights. Okay. Whoa dudes, my name's Funky Kong. My bodacious jumbo barrel can launch you to any point on the island. Most unfortunately, it can only send you to a place you already been to. Which is a complete and total bummer, let me tell you. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna ignore you, daddy. Barrel Cannon Canyon. Alright, now let me introduce you about the gameplay. About how what it has in store for those who are new to this game or those who already know it. The game introduces the tag team system where Diddy and Donkey Kong follow each other throughout each level. However, the member in the front of the group is the Kong in play, which I lost Diddy Kong for instance. So the other Kong simply follows behind the other. If the hero in play is injured like you saw, he quickly runs off the screen and the Kong behind him takes his place as the character in play. In cases like this, only one Kong is on the screen at the time as the other is defeated. If the lone Kong is injured by an enemy, the player loses an extra life, forcing them to either restart altogether or from the start barrel. There is a DK barrel from which a Kong can be freed. When a hero is freed from a DK barrel, he heads to the back of the group behind the Kong in play and is not able to be controlled until the Kong in the league is injured or if the player hits to switch characters, which I usually do that a lot. Then Donkey Kong high-fives with Diddy and switches place or vice versa. Now let me tell you about the abilities of these two. While both Kongs have different abilities, they have the same basic moves. Both Donkey and Diddy are able to jump, cartwheel or roll, climb and swim to pass through levels. The most commonly used basic abilities are the jump and cartwheel moves, which helps the Kongs cross gaps and defeat enemies. While cartwheeling is often used to pummel into weaker foes, it can also be used as part of the super jump technique. Both characters can use this move by simply cartwheeling off a cliff and jumping in midair. This gives them both a longer jump to cross wider abysses. The Kongs can also use their climbing and swimming abilities to traverse levels. Climbing can only be done on ropes, which can swing the Kongs over gaps if they cling onto them. Some ropes are stationary, which means that the Kongs can take advantage of their climbing abilities on them to head up to the rope to a higher area. I'm going to Candy's save point. Hi, I'm Candy Kong and this is my save point. Would have been bad if my sister would be doing this. If you want to save your current game, jump into my spinning save barrel. Okay then. With this, I can also tell how much of the percentage of the game have I completed. Alright, time for the boss. Very Gnotty's lair. So I say it's Gnotty, but is it naughty? How do you pronounce this? Well, for now I'll just say it Gnotty. Very Gnotty's lair. Sorry, but I'll be taking my bananas back. And with this, the first world has been completed. Now time to go to the monkey mines. Winky's walkway. Winky. It must be talking about the frog. Winky the frog. Now, let me continue. Another move both Kongs can perform is their swimming ability, which can only be done inside of the water in the underwater levels. Both Kongs also have some different abilities as well as different stats. Diddy is faster and more agile than Donkey Kong, but he lacks the same strength struggles to defeat stronger enemies such as Crucias and Clumps. While that is true, it's because he's so agile is the reason why I'm using him often than Donkey Kong. Woo, bananas! Okay, While Donkey Kong is stronger and slower than him, and he also has his own unique move called Hand Slap. The Hand Slap move allows him to defeat enemies and find hidden objects in the ground or on treetops. Oh, looks like I collected all 3 tokens of the same animal. And since it's Espresso, now I'm doing the bonus stage of Espresso. By the way, in order to glide or fly, I guess in his situation, you have to repeatedly press the A button. And boy, it is hurting my hand a lot. Come on. When doing the animal friend bonus stage, there's also another secret that you can get. By collecting all these small tokens, you can also get a giant token that gives you twice the amount of tokens that you have already collected. But sadly for me, I lost it. But hey, at least this much is enough for me as well. I'm not even losing any lives to begin with. Alright, as I was saying, the Kongs pick up and throws barrels differently than one another. When Diddy Kong picks up barrels, he holds them in front of his body, protecting him from any enemies in his way. However, Donkey Kong holds barrel above his head, leaving his whole body vulnerable to enemy attacks. Additionally, Donkey Kong throws his barrel slightly further than Diddy, making Donkey Kong more likely to hit enemies from another distance. Oh yeah, another one done. Minecart Carnage! And this one will require me to go in the minecart, of course. If the primates throw a steel keg against a wall, they are able to jump on the barrel as it rolls back and balance on it. The lead up to Donkey Kong Country's creation started in the summer of 1993. While visiting Rare as a part of global traveling journey to find potential quality games in development, Tony Harmon of Nintendo America saw a tech demo tentatively called Brute Force, showing an animated computer-rendered boxer fighting a prototypical version of Orchid. What I'm trying to tell you is the development team behind the Donkey Kong Country. It may sound like I'm just rambling on, but come on, learning history is also important as being a gamer. You need to know the lore, how everything was created, and how this game is up to now. So yeah, I think it might sound a little boring when you hear me say it, but come on, you need to learn your history a little bit. That's why I always tell everything I need to know. RAR was experimenting with 3D animation at the time as they found the then popular digitization technique too restrictive. Impressed by the demo, Harmon lobbied for Nintendo to collaborate with RAR, and with the help of Genjo Takeda and Shigeru Miyamoto, managed to convince them. Nintendo approached Rare with the mandate to make a game that would have better graphics than Aladdin. One bouncy bonanza. But still, when they mentioned Aladdin, I was not expecting them to be saying things that would be related to Disney though. Okay, specifically referring to the popular 1993 Sega Genesis game, which was lauded for its impressive graphics and animation hand-drawn by Disney animators. They recommended that it should star Donkey Kong, as they thought that the character and his universe were less explored than other Nintendo properties, and that thus Rare could have greater creative freedom while making the game. Come on. Come on. Ah, man! This is what I get for focusing on history and playing the game at the same time. Well, it can't be helped. Okay? So, as I was saying, a team of 12 people were assembled for the project, which was the most Rare had assigned for a single game at the time. Greg Malis cited Super Mario Bros. 3 as his chief inspiration, saying that he wanted to imitate its structure while also providing smooth and flowing level design that skilled players could navigate quickly. A team of developers were sent to the nearby Ty-Cross Zoo to observe the movement of real gorillas, but found that it would not suit it into the fast-paced platformer that they wanted to make. The team created around 15 different styles of movement for Donkey Kong, including ones based on rabbits and frogs. Before arriving at the current animations, Based loosely on the movement of horses, the Kremlings originated from another project Rare was developing at the same time, which, according to Rareware employee Greg Melis, was from a cancelled adventure game named Johnny Blastoff and the Kremlings Armada, but were transplanted into the game as Rare found that they were a good fit for Donkey Kong Country's aesthetic. The developers also wanted the screen to be as cluster-free as possible, which led to the creation of a buddy character so that the player can also take more than one hit. Inspired by the Big Mario Returns to Little Mario system of the Super Mario game, Donkey Kong Jr. was first considered for the role, but he was changed into a separate character as Nintendo felt Rare's redesign looked too different. Time to go to the stop and go station. It almost sounds like I'm going to a petrol station. And now I have to deal with rock rocks. By the way, rock rocks can't be hit, so you have to make the light red. If it stays green and those rock rocks come after you, well, you're dead. When Donkey Kong Country was demonstrated at Summer CES 94, Nintendo of America had arranged a press conference to have people assume that the game was running off an early version of the then upcoming Ultra 64, which is the Nintendo 64, in order to further impress those who would not believe that it was capable of running on a 16-bit console. Rare demoed an early version of the game at Nintendo's headquarters in Kyoto. Reception of the demo was mixed, with Gunpei Yokoi remarking that the game looked too 3D. However, Shigeru Miyamoto approved of what was done with the project. He and his staff gave advice to Rare on how to improve the game, with one of the results being the implementation of the hand slap move a few weeks before completion. Yeah, that move came up to more games. And with that, I have explained everything I needed to regarding the game. Now now that I'm done explaining, I should focus on the game because I've been losing Kongs and not focusing too much on what I have been doing up until now. I better be careful as well. Yikes! Oh, that was a close call. I think there was supposed to be a bonus room. Maybe not? Finding them is so difficult. Of course, like I said, rock rocks can't be hit. But I'm done with this. First, I'll go save. Can I help you, monkeys, save your game? Yeah, whatever. Let's go, 20%. By the way, I don't think I'll be getting 100% in this game since the hidden stages are, well, they're hidden very well. Yeah, you said that before. I'm leaving. Millstone Mayhem. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I'll be getting 100% because I don't know where every single one of those hidden rooms are located. It's a good thing I remember from my previous gameplay and from a little bit of guide from YouTube and the wikis. But finding all of them is gonna be impossible for me. So sorry in advance if I can't find all 100. I think I might have missed some already, but I don't remember. Okay, Millstone and Naughty. Just gotta be careful. If I remember correctly, there was, yep, there's another one. Well, at least I'm safe for now. And I got, yep, Anguarde, the swordfish. And now for the bonus game. By the way, this one has multiple hidden areas. With the number is 3, 2, 1. So I found the third one. 2 and 1 are left. And I can also find the giant, the big statue as well. The big token. Which will give me twice the token number I already possess. As I told before when I was playing as Espresso. Espresso reminds me of espresso coffee. Seriously, why didn't I name it Espresso? And this swordfish name is Anguarde. Reminds me of Unguard, which is for when you're holding a sword. Come on. I don't think I remember where those hidden areas were located again. I should collect most of what I can. And man, that timer goes down fast. Yep, this is all I can do. And got 3 lives. By the way, these Crucias can only be defeated by Donkey Kong because, as I said before, Diddy Kong is not very strong. But he is agile enough for me to jump on enemies with not too many trouble. Slipper. Yep, that couldn't be helped. Sometimes these objects are hidden somewhere deep beneath and looking for them requires a careful concentration. It's a good thing I know them in advance, otherwise I would be missing out on a lot of hidden stages. Or should I say hidden rooms? Well, got Winky the Frog. It's a good thing Winky can jump high, but if I'm too not careful, well, let's just say I'll lose him. Come on, just gotta jump low. Yes! Ah, darn it. Was careless. Zinger. Well, it can't be helped. Time to go talk to Cranky Kong again. So, you found me, did ya? What do you want? Hey, a little high is not so bad. And this was developed with the latest state-of-the-art 3D work thingies, was it? Yes, Cranky Kong. The trouble with you kids is that you're all too soft. Hey, I'm not a pushover. The old games were far harder when I was a youngin'. Well, that is kind of true in some cases. We used to play for hours on a single screen game and think we were lucky, and we were. You wouldn't last 2 minutes in a real game. Well, I guess he's not wrong. I could get through DK Country with only 1 life, easy. Hey, don't blame me, I'm only getting lives left and right, I'm not doing this on purpose. In jungle hijinks into the treetop to earn extra lives, look out for banana arrows. They'll point the way, yeah, whatever. Now off you go, see if you can't finish this ridiculous quest without my help. What help? You're not even helping us at all, you old coot! Well, whatever. Time for Necky's nuts. Time to deal with Master Necky. Missed. Whoa, that was a close call. Gotcha. Second. By the way, in this game, you have to hit the bosses about 5 times in order to defeat them. Just 1 more hit and done. Oh yeah. And I guess with this, I'll end it off here. Thanks for watching, everyone. This game sure is fun, but sure has a lot of bananas and hidden rooms, and the life limit in this game is up to 99. But something tells me that I'll be getting more than 99 like in every Nintendo game I played. I'm glad I'm not losing lives like I did before, but getting them throughout the whole game without even losing one sure defeats the whole purpose of lives in the first place. And not to mention, I'll be going through a lot of bonuses as well, like all the other Nintendo games that had bonus levels. But until then, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for next week's reminder. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and see you later. Now then, time to treat myself to a banana. And that's mostly because of the urges of a monkey, but no biggie. I like bananas as a human being too after all, so down the hatch.
You will answer for your actions, and God